Hola, high fashion doll lovers. My name is Christopher y bienvenidos to my channel. In today's video, I will be finally, and when you watch, you'll know why I said that, reviewing, reacting, and restyling Korinne from the NuFantasy collection at Integrity Toys. Now, if you are new around these parts, hello again. Please consider hitting the subscribe button so you can get notified whenever I have new content relating to dolls, fashion, and everything in between. Now, let's get into today's video, shall we? Alright, so she is still in her shipper box. She arrived literally today, my time. I am hot, I am sweating. It is what it is. We're gonna move on. Whoa. She was ready to come out. She is ready to come out. Love that little tissue paper. I feel the need to, first of all, wipe this sweat from the side of my face. Oh, there's another one over here. Let's do that one also. Okay. Shipper box down. I'm gonna look at you directly now. Gonna put her here. No, she's going to block my light. Okay, let me not do that. Let me not do that. So, I think many of you know that this doll came out in January. And by came out, I mean was shipped out in January. She was previewed, I think, last fall. She shipped in January. And let me break down the journey to her being right here, right now, in this heat that I'm currently feeling because I can't have my air conditioner while I'm doing this. I derailed, I know. It's a sweat. Last fall, when she was announced, I did not win the lottery for her. And I was like, that's fine. Whenever she ships, I'll try to do a takeover. She shipped in January in the midst of me having one of my biggest bills for Integrity Toys. I believe I had 5 dolls that had to come in. Either 3 dolls came in and there was 2 deposits. I don't remember the number. It was a lot. I had to focus on what I had to pay. Then I thought to myself, it'll happen at another time. Then she was available from direct at Integrity Toys, and I was not in a place where I could purchase her. And every week I'll be like, next week, next week, next week. And for some reason, she sold out on the website. Out of all the things that were listed on the Integrity Toys website, she sold out. I was like, okay, I'll look on eBay. And I saw a few prices that I was okay with on eBay, but again, I wasn't in a place at that point to purchase her, so I was just looking, and I was just looking, and I was just looking. And finally, my life kind of turned around, is what I'm gonna say, because I can't speak on much of what's happening behind the scenes. And I went looking on the forum, and I found someone who had her available at a great price, way better than eBay, and obviously you don't have to do the shipping like eBay and all that stuff. And I share that story to say that sometimes in life, we can want something, and when we allow life to show us when it's meant to be in our lives, it will come to us. I knew from the moment I saw this doll that she belonged in my collection. And then she kept on haunting me because she became a viral sensation on Instagram with her acting skills. And people would keep on sending it to me, and I was like, why is she haunting me like this? So, I say that all to say, sometimes you just need to stay back. Sometimes you need to sit back, focus on what you're currently doing, and allow things to bless you when they're meant to bless you. And I think for the rest of my life, she's going to hold a very special spot in my collection, because every time I look at her, I'm going to think of the journey that it took to get her and how unique that was for me and for her. So, after my little chit chat, all of my stories, let me go ahead and try to figure this out. This box is not my favorite. I loved how it looked. I just don't prefer the lifting part. Okay, are we ready? Are we ready for the anticipation that has taken months for me to experience firsthand? Are you ready? Oh, I forget every time with this box that she has a cover. A cover that I appreciate, but I always keep on forgetting that she has it. Okay, I think this is really the time. Hi! Oh, girl, yes, the hair. Oh, you're fabulous. Look at it. I don't have a viewfinder, so if it was foggy, don't blame me. Okay. We need a moment. You and me. Alright, if you are new around these parts, let me break down what's about to happen. I'm going to go ahead and unbox her off camera because we need to connect. Then I'm going to go take a look at all of her items very closely. We're going to look at the dress, the beading, every little accessory that she has, up close and personal. We're going to take a look at her how she was intended, and then my favorite part of the video, the restyle. As standard, we have a certificate of authenticity, a doll stand with the NuFantasy logo. I have to admit, these were one of my favorites just because I loved how small they were. I love the round shape because I feel like when you want to put a lot of dolls together, the square ones take a lot of room, and it's nice to have different doll stands with different shapes. There you go. That's what I'm going to say. So I'm going to really miss these and hope to see them again. I know they're more common with Poppy, but I don't have too many Poppies, so there is that. And now let's get into all of this while the plane passes by me. There's been a lot of distractions in this video, but when you waited for something so long, you're kind of just like, I'm ready to face it, so I'm ready to face it, no matter what happens. I'm going to go ahead and point out that we do have the hands whose name I always forget whenever I film a video. They are pretty standard in the NuFantasy collection, as they're wizards, witches, those, yeah, you get where I'm going. So we have that pair, and then obviously the pair that she was wearing when she came. Love the nail color. It's just, I really love when we have dolls with more neutral colors. Again, I love to restyle, so I love when the doll gives me the flexibility to style and other things. A lot of times when the colors are too bright or when they're a little too specific to a theme, those dolls are a little harder to dress. Or if not hard, they become very much like a staple in a certain color. So I love neutrals. Here we have the bag. There's a little chain detail hanging on, a little gathered there. It does open, but I mean, what are you really going to put in there? But for those that want to know, it opens. I'm going to go with the shoes next. So I have these shoes from an Ameline, I believe, from Convention. But what I love the difference here is that this one has more of a platform. That's something that I don't think I noticed when the promo shots came out, is that the heel here has more of a platform, which I love. I also really love this style. It's pretty easy to go on, and I love the subtle detail of the metal there. Ooh, mine is looking a little rough on that side. Here we have a bracelet with the green stone. The green really ties in beautifully with her eye color, which we'll take a look at later. Here we have her earrings. And I have to say, out of all four of the girls, I feel that the Korinne doll was the most obvious of who she referenced as far as the wizardry. Wow. Why is it not trying? I just, sometimes we just can't speak. It is what it is. You see the green stone on the top connected, then you see the snakes. And what I was getting to was the Medusa inspiration behind this doll is very obvious without being too in your face. And that's something that I don't think I noticed too much for the other girls. I didn't really know what mythical creatures or where their story might have started with. And that could be a good thing or a bad thing, especially in a fantasy line like this. I'm also really sad that Mark is not a part of the team anymore because I really wanted to see another collection, another wave, another series, and see boys be included. Boys have also the possibility to be glamorous, fantastic, and wizards. So if someone takes over the line, please add some boys. Thank you very much. I'm going to stop talking now because out of all four of the dresses, this one is just utterly impeccable. Can we just talk about this beading? Look at this, all around, kind of like stars falling from the sky. The beautiful gold embroidery, with each bead being like a different color. And honestly, I didn't even notice that they were different colors until I started filming on camera. Like I didn't see the little blue ones, the ones that kind of had a shade of pink, the browns. It's just magnificent. Look at this back detail. Let me put it like this. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I tell you that out of all four, let me open this up a little bit more. Just, you know, get a little bit more of a feel for it while it's laying down. For my personal, you know, colors and just everything, it was this. It was this. There's just nothing else I can say. It was just perfection. And with that perfection, we have to go to the next perfection. Look at that. Look at that. I love seeing a green eye color. I have to talk about that first because it's not a color we get very often. But done right, and I think it was done right here, it's just such a beautiful, beautiful color. My doll, I think, was in the box, obviously, for a very long time. So I need to play with her hair a little bit more to, like, puff it and put it in, like, the right vibe. Needs a little finger playing. But either way, really happy with how defined the curls and this hair is. Look at that. Look at that face. Look at that face. Oh, absolutely stunning. I love her. I love her and I always have. Ooh, okay. There obviously wasn't much, but she's one of those girls that doesn't need a lot of accessories to dress her up. Her dress was her moment. And it's the only moment we really needed, and I appreciated it. Funny enough, with the earrings, I remember wanting to take the snakes off and turn the snakes into like a bracelet and just leaving the studs. I feel like the studs would make more of a power statement, but I won't be doing that in this video because that's going to take some patience and some arts and crafts that I still need to learn. But anyways, here was a recap of the outfit with closer looks at the details. Let's take a look at her as she was intended and then the restyle.